Welcome to kidsacademy.mobi.
Hello everyone, let's open the worksheet. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. You can find the link to this app in comments below.
We have a new worksheet today about sight words. And sight words are words that we need to learn just by sight. Sometimes it's not always the rule that it goes by, but there are a few rules and we're going to be talking about them today. So what we're going to be doing is it says, check the correct spelling of each picture to complete the sentence below. And in all honesty, sometimes it just takes practice for us to see a word many times before we're going to know what the correct spelling is. But sometimes there are clues or tricks to help us. So let's go through each one of these. The first sentence here says, my blank loves the holidays. And here's a picture of a family. We can tell they're a family because it looks like it's got a mom and a dad and maybe a sister and a baby and even a pet here. So we're trying to figure out which is the correct way to spell family. Let's talk about each of our options. The first example is this, F-A-M-I-L-E-E. And let's sound this out and listen to how this would be pronounced. Family. Family. Does that sound correct? It's really close, but this sounds kind of funny because it's pronounced differently. So listen to it again. Family. We've got two E's that are stuck together, okay? And that does make an E sound, but in this case, usually double E's are not going to make the E sound unless they're together in the middle of the word. Usually when it's the end of the word, it's going to be family, like this. The Y here makes an E sound because it's at the end of a word, and this is actually our second spelling here, family. The last one is this one. This is familia. Familia. This is not even sounding like the word family. So we know that that's not the right answer. We also know that this one is not the right answer because usually those two E's make the E sound when they're stuck in the middle of the word. So this is the correct spelling of the word family. So we're going to come over here and we're going to check family, the one in the middle. Okay? Let's go on to the next one. The next one, number 2, says, the cowboy loves to ride his, and here's a picture of it. What is that a picture of? A horse, right? The cowboy loves to ride his horse. So we're looking for the correct spelling of the word horse. Let's write out all of these examples. H-O-A-R-S-E is the first one. The next one is H-O-R-S-E, and the last one is H-O-R-E-S. So let's listen to how each one of these would be pronounced phonetically, or the way that it sounds. So let's go through this. Horse, horse. That sounds pretty close to the word. This one might be it. What about this one here? Horse, horse. Is that correct? That one sounds pretty correct too. They sound about the same. What about the last one? Whores. Is that right? Whores. Nope, that's not correct. Here, the E makes the O say its name, so there's an emphasis on the O. Horse, and the E is silent. So this would not be the correct way. It sounds very close to the same, but the emphasis on the O. So this one is not the right answer. Let's go back to these two again. We've got O-R and O-A-R. This is oars, and this is or. This is a longer sound. Do we say horse or do we say horse? We say horse, don't we? This is the short way of doing it. O-R makes an or sound. This is the correct way to spell that word. So this one is not correct. And this one sounds very close to the same. So this is just one of those words that you're going to have to memorize and get better at. That's why we call them sight words, because we should know them by sight. So it's H-O-R-S-E, horse. We're going to come over here and we're going to check that one right here. Okay? Now let's go on to the next one. There their blank is very big. And I'm not sure, this looks like a building, but let's see what it looks like. It looks like, well, from what I'm reading down here, it looks like it's going to be the word house. But we have to figure out the correct way of spelling house. So let's write out once again the 3 examples. We've got H-O-S-E, we've got H-O-W-S-E, and we've got H-O-U-S-E. So we're going to go through these phonetically, which means how they sound, and see which one would be correct that way. So we've got hose, because the E makes the O say its name, and then the E is silent, so this would be pronounced hose. Is that correct? That's not how we say house, so that's not the right one. Let's go to the next one. And the vowel sound here is O-W, which makes an ow sound. So this is pronounced house. That sounds right. That might be the right answer. Let's go to the next one. The next example here of the vowel sound is O-U, which also makes an ow sound. So this is going to be house. That one also sounds correct. So on this one, we can't tell which one is correct because O-W and O-U both make the ow sound. So now we need to use logic. The trick here is that O-W makes the ow sound in words like cow at the end of a word, but when it's at the beginning or the middle of the word, like house, we use O-U. So for this one, we're going to need to use O-U because it's at the middle of the word. So this is the correct spelling of the word house. So let's come down here and let's find that again. H-O-U-S-E. And we're going to go ahead and put a check right next to that one. Okay? Good job. We've got one last one to do here. The next one says, do you like to something basketball? And it looks like from the choices it's going to be play. Do you like to play basketball? So let's come over here and write out once again our choices. We've got P-L-A, we've got P-L-A-Y, and we've got P-L-A-E-Y. Okay, so let's sound them out first. This first one would be pronounced pla, pla. Do you like to play basketball? No, that's not a word, is it? That doesn't work because the A here, because there's no E, there's no Y, there's nothing else that follows it, this would be pronounced like an A sound, pla, and that's not what we want, so that's not correct. The next one, this would be pronounced play, play. Does that sound correct? Yes, it does. That might be the right answer. Let's go down to the next one. This one is play also. It sounds like play. So both of these sound correct. This is an example of one that you're just going to need to learn. In this example, this is the correct answer, P-L-A-Y. Y after a vowel makes the same sound as the A. It's kind of like the E at the end of a word. It makes it say its name. So this is pronounced play, and this is the correct way of spelling it. The EY is a different way. This is not the correct way. This is just one of those that you're going to need to remember. So it is P-L-A-Y. So we're going to put a check on the very last one. Great job. Those sight words can be really hard, but when you take practice and you see these words over and over again and you learn the correct answer, you're going to get it every time. It just takes a lot of practice. So make sure you're practicing those sight words. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye, friends.
Like us and subscribe to our channel. Find links to our apps and comments below.